Testing. Are we here, chat? Did I lose all of you? Oh my gosh, you guys. I think it's this laptop, which is actually a work laptop. Nerd's telling me to shut the door. Hold on. We're literally like right down the hallway from each other. You guys can hear me, right? You can hear me? Thanks, Uti. Okay. I think AA alerted Nerd to my issue. Thank you for that. Yeah, I just turned the freaking laptop on and off again. I don't know what happened there. I think OBS just crashed. So, cool. I'm getting an awesome gaming Yes, I'm getting a new awesome gaming laptop tomorrow. Hopefully, it will be able to handle all the stuff I'm doing and not just crash like that anymore. So, okay. That was a bummer. But, back at it. Let me make sure I have the game board up. I have my Excel up. Okay. Let's get back to it. We have our high-power binoculars. And we were reading a story card. We were fighting a creature. We went behind a boulder. And now we were lucky to escape the creature. But you know it's still out there. Somewhere. You run into the old guardhouse, which is a small room with several TV monitors flashing black and white. Dodo's here! Now get a green screen? Yeah, I'll have to do that. My brain just broke. I was going to say something. Okay, anyway. You run into the gatehouse, which is a small room with several TV monitors flashing black and white images of various places on the estate grounds. Some monitors are broken, and shards of glass are scattered across a desk and the wood floors. A hefty book titled History of Nothwin County is lying on the desk. Curious, you look up the name Marsden Henry in the index. Sure enough, it references an entry on page 93. Your heart races as you turn there to read this bio. Before we do that, we're going to hydrate. I don't have any there's no history check. I don't have it. Well, I guess no, I don't have history check on the county. We have a history check on Henry Marsden, which I'm about to read to you. Henry Marsden, born 1839, died 1887. General in the Union Army during the Civil War. Severely wounded at the Battle of Shiloh in 1862. Appointed warden of Hedgebrook Prison in 1880. Rumored to have been killed in the prison riot fire of 1887. Not a popular guy, you think. The desk has 3 drawers. Maybe there's something useful inside. A wooden ladder leads up to a hatch in the roof. Through a window filled with cobwebs, you can see an open field that leads to the manor's front door. You consider what to do next. So here's our options, chat. We have a perception challenge. We can search the desk drawers. Oh, let me get my poll back up. I don't even have the page up. Hopefully it works. Let's cross our fingers. Cross our fingers and toes, chat. We're going to have these options. Search the desk drawers. And climb ladder to hatch in roof. Crawl. There's gonna be a lot of text. Crawl through window. Run to front door of house. Cross our fingers and toes. Okay, it worked. Cool. So, do we want to do the optional challenge of searching the desk drawers, climb the ladder to the hatch in the roof, or crawl through the window and run for the front door of the house? I don't know why we would want to get on the roof. Maybe just to get a better look around at things. Oh, Nerd's in chat. He was gonna raid me. Did he raid me yet? I guess not. He's doing some session 0 with some new people playing D&D. We've got 2 people that want to climb the search the desk drawers. I think that's what I would go with. Let me see. What was our timer on that? Oh, that's finished. Okay. We're going to search the desk drawers. We have high-powered binoculars. That would be pretty weird to use binoculars to look into desk drawers, but we can. Do we want to use... Oh, it's just so funny. I'm just picturing using binoculars to look into a desk drawer. Like, that's gonna help. Let's because there's always the option we could lose them if we roll a 1. So let's have chat decide. We might want to save them for a different challenge. Use binoculars. Don't use binoculars. What do you want to do, chat? Do you want to use the binoculars or not? GM says no. I think it's reasonable. What? Yeah. Come on, chat. Where are you at? There's Oots. Oots wants to look ridiculous and stare into the drawer with binoculars. High-powered binoculars. If there's a tie, we'll do a thing. Okay. Finish poll. So there's a tie. Thanks everyone for voting on the poll. I'm gonna do a roll. Evens or odds? It is an odd. So we'll use the binoculars. Yeah. We love ridiculousness. So let's just highlight this. We'll do that. We'll just highlight it with our cursor there. To indicate that we're gonna use... Stop making me laugh, GM. This is serious. We have a serious investigation at foot. So we're gonna search the desk drawers. Roll. Do exclamation roll, chat. And see... We have to roll. Roll to 6. Okay. So we won the challenge of searching the desk drawers. Let's see what we found. Let's see what we found in the desk drawers. Ooh. We found a battery. You find a battery in the desk drawer. It could power a flashlight or a taser or who knows what else. All right. So we're going to add to our inventory a battery. Okay. So that was our optional challenge. Now we have to make a decision. Do we want to climb the ladder to the hatch in the roof, or crawl through window, run to front door of house? Those are our options. Vote away, chat. So our goal, if you remember, is to get inside the house. But do we want to do that yet? Maybe we want to get on the roof to have a look around the grounds. That might be a better thing to do at this time. But chat decides. GM, shouldn't you be doing your D&D game? I appreciate you hanging out. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad it's fun. I'm glad you guys are having fun. I'm having fun. I just like playing games with people. Okay, that's cool. Great, what do we decide? We want to climb the roof, climb the ladder to the hatch in the roof. Story card 27. Okay. You scramble up the ladder, through the hatch, and onto the guardhouse's decaying tile roof. It seems to be on the verge of collapsing, but you find a spot that you are reasonably sure won't cave in when you put your weight on it. Across the dangerously unstable roof, from where you crouch uneasily, you can see a pile of construction materials, probably left over by contractors working on the roof. Among the material is a first aid kit, but navigating... That's kind of weird to find a first aid kit on the roof. But navigating... Well, I guess the contractors would have it in case someone got injured. Anyway. Navigating the length of the roof to reach it will be perilous. One wrong step and you could stumble off the roof into a ditch you see below. Near you is a thick vine that you could climb down to reach a courtyard, and not too far from you is a long board someone has laid between the roof and a nearby greenhouse, which seems to be sturdier than the guardhouse. Challenge. Do we want to get to the first aid kit or cross to the greenhouse? Let's see. I need to stop reading it and just type it in, because that'll move things along faster. Do we want to get to the first aid kit, cross to the greenhouse, climb down the vine? Vote away, chat, while I take a sip. All of this sounds very dangerous. We're in quite the predicament. But we chose this life of being a investigator, detective combo. Oh, gonna have a tie again. Where's everyone else? I need more people. That's alright. It's the first stream. I guess everyone else is lurking and doing other more important things than being my friend. That's fine. I'll just take note of those people and put them on my list. Right? Alright. So, we have a tie. Go ahead, somebody roll and break the tie. Odds or evens? Alright. So we're going to... we didn't have just two... Well, between the two, the odd would be get to the first aid kit. So this is a dexterity. If you see this icon here, this is a dexterity challenge. We don't have any item to help with that. So, all right, thanks, GM. Thanks for coming. Go do your thing. All right, Uthi, it's just you and me. So, roll. Go ahead, Uthi, roll to see if we get to the first aid kit. We rolled a 4. We're still at a 3, so we win that challenge. Whew. Okay. Oh, I need to hide the pole. Okay. Too many things. At least we're not crashed yet. Why don't you get to roll? Everybody can roll. Well, I guess you have to be, like, fast. Because there's a lot of people in there rolling. So we got to the first aid kit. We're going to draw a clue. We probably are going to get that in our inventory. Just pulled something. We got our first aid kit. That's going to be helpful, I bet. The first aid kit is fully stocked. The way things are going, you're sure will, that's a weird sentence. You sure will need it. Sorry, that sentence just threw me. So let's add that to our inventory. Running out of space. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, words are hard. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm used to keeping to myself and just typing things in chat to bug you guys. Heckle. I like to heckle you guys. First aid kit. This will, let's see, discard to lower danger meter by 4. So that'll come in handy later. So far we haven't raised the danger meter, so typically that happens when we fail challenges. So we gotta keep up this winning streak. Yeah. So first aid kit, cool. That'll be very helpful. You guys are doing good. So next, I probably don't even need to use a poll. I can just ask Uti what he wants to do. But we'll continue with the program. Do we want to now that we have our first aid kit, cross to the greenhouse, climb down the vine. Climb down the vine to what? Near you is a thick vine that you could climb down to reach a courtyard. So we could go to a courtyard or go to the greenhouse. Pretty much is our options. Uti wants to cross to the greenhouse. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the poll because no one else is. Oh, we have someone. I don't know you, but hello, welcome. We're doing a choose your own adventure game, and you can. Oh, we got a raid. Thanks, Nerd Central, for raiding. Is this Pankuwu one of your people? I assume. We're gonna go to a greenhouse and see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to there. Greenhouse. Yeah. Well, welcome, Pankuwu. Glad to have you. You need to participate instead of lurking. Alright. After crossing the precarious board, you find yourself at one end of a walkway that spans the length of the greenhouse roof. From here, you can see most of the mansion's vast grounds, which are a little out of place amid the surrounding suburban neighborhood. The air is full of mosquitoes and other buzzing insects. The clouds you saw on the horizon earlier seem to be closer now. You see that there's an open access door in the roof that would allow you to descend into the greenhouse. You can also drop down onto a path, which appears to lead to the side of the mansion itself. Here's the mosquitoes. Burpy Gurky! Burps Gurps. Gurks. Hi, thanks for stopping by, hanging out. Appreciate it. You missed everything, but you can stick around and see what's going on. Alright, so we have a decision to make, chat. Did I have that poll up this whole time? There's too many things going on. Oh my gosh, I did. Alright. That's alright. We'll set up a new poll with what we want to do here. Use access door to enter greenhouse, or drop down to path to side of house. I'm trying to shorten these sentences so we can get through this. All right, chat. Doing our choose your own adventure game. We need to decide what we want to do next. We are on top of a greenhouse, and do we want to go down the access door to enter the greenhouse, or do we want to drop down onto a path and run to the side of the house that our goal is eventually to get inside of? But we're an investigator. We're a detective. We want to sneak around and see what's going on. And we're going to give this a minute for everybody to vote. Nixon Cuts. Hey, Nixon Cuts. Thanks for coming. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see people I recognize. I'm also excited to see people I don't know, because that's pretty cool too. All right. We're going to use the access door to enter the greenhouse. All right. So, we're going to go to story card 2. Okay. Moving right along. In one heroic move, you jump into the opening of the roof access door and land on your feet inside the greenhouse, ninja-like. You take a deep breath, ninja-like. You collect yourself, ninja-like. You assess the situation like a ninja. I swear this is all in the text. It's hilarious. The botanical specimens in this greenhouse are unlike anything you've ever seen. Glossy pink bulbs, 7 feet across, sit atop yellow vines that spread horizontally for 20 feet. One plant with sharp spikes is actually see-through. Suddenly, you hear a rustling sound. You look to the corner of the room and see a dark green cluster of vertical vines twitching and shaking. You might not be alone, you think. Through the wall of the greenhouse, you spot a commotion of some kind on top of a gazebo just beyond the trees, about 40 feet away. You need to think fast. Look, we got a picture. We got a picture. Look at that. That's cool. I love plants. You probably might not know that about me. What are those plants? Those are some mystical, terrifying plants that we might have a tangle with. So, chat, let's get our poll going. Let's see. Do we want to check out the writhing vines, dash outside to gazebo to explore commotion? All right, chat. I feel like these are 2 paths to 2 different types of danger. But we have to act fast. Everybody vote for what we want to do. You've got 2 people who want to check out the vines. I would do that, but I'm not. That's up to you guys. We're going to let this poll go for a minute. Got some... It's getting close. I mean, there's not a ton of you, but it could come to a tie. I have a solution for that if it happens. Anybody else? No? All right, we're going to check out the vines. Danger zone, yes. We're going to go to the writhing vines danger zone. Nicks and cuts, nicks and cuts. Okay. As soon as you take a step toward the vines, one of them lashes out and wraps around your neck. Then another whips around your waist. More and more vines spring out at you. This isn't really happening, you think. The vines are moving all around you, spinning you into a cocoon. You struggle to break free of them, but they only tighten their grip on you. This can't be real. Eventually you can't breathe. Everything seems to turn a deep green. Then you see a bright white light. And then you no longer exist, chat. Chat, you died. You made the wrong decision. Oh, chat. That was a terrible mistake. See our little death counter here? That's going to change to a 1. Oh, that was a horrifying death. Can you imagine? All right. We're going to move our little marker here back on the psychic scale. If you remember, you probably weren't here at the time when I was explaining that. A psychic scale helps us see premonitions into the future. So I haven't run into that yet where we can use that, but moving back on the scale is definitely not going to help us. And we're going to go back to where we didn't die and take the other option where we didn't die. I didn't lead us to anything, Burpy Gurky. You all did. That was on you. Yeah. Look, don't let me influence you. You guys can, you're capable of making your own decisions. I'm just facilitating. All right, so instead of going to our death, we're going to dash outside to explore the commotion on the gazebo. Maybe we won't die this time, but you never know. Okay, you sprint to the gazebo, practically pushed along by the winds that are picking up. A light sprinkling of rain spatters the ground as you run. You make it to the shelter of the structure, and the mayhem occurring above you on the roof increases in intensity. Who's up there? What are they doing, you wonder? You notice a driveway about 20 feet away. Ooh. We have some rain splatter. Pretty pictures. Alright, so we have a Premonition Card, which I have not done yet, so let's see how this works. If you are a level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, we're going to draw a clue. You did it, chat! We're level 2 or higher. Good job. Let's draw a clue. Let's see. Alright. See what our clue is. Holy smokes, what is this? Alright. This is our clue. It's a picture. Can you tell what that is? Any ideas? Let me see what this is. It looks like a door handle. Doesn't it look like a door handle with a keyhole? Check the inside of the track. Nerd, what does that mean? Check the inside of the track. What does that mean? Did something else break? Did something else break?
No. Level 1. Level 2. We're worker 2.
Oh no!
You cheated!
I cheated!
Oh, end stream.
Thank you, nerd, for helping me with the rules of this game. You guys saw nothing. We're going to rewind that back. That didn't happen because you weren't supposed to see that. See, I said I haven't done that part of the game yet, so no wonder I messed it up. Yeah, I'm a terrible Twitch streamer. Why do I even bother? Okay. Instead, we saw nothing. Alright, instead we're going to make a decision. We heard the commotion on top of the gazebo, so are we going to climb to top of gazebo? Or are we going to run to the driveway that we saw? Vote a 1 or a 2, chat. Which way, what do we want to do? No, you didn't. No, you saw nothing, Nixon Cuts. That was terrible. It's okay. We're learning. First Twitch stream, first time playing a game like this. It's fine. Last time we picked 1, we died. Well, that's not going to happen every time. You don't know. We're going to do this for 1 minute to make sure everybody gets their votes in. Vote 1 or a 2. I don't see Burpy Gurky in there, so he's going to be dead to me. There he is. Yeah, there he is. He's learning. Wait, that split us. We need a tiebreaker. All right, we're gonna finish the poll. Somebody roll. Do exclamation roll. No, not exclamation D4. Exclamation roll. So Uti rolled a 1, so we're gonna climb to the top of the gazebo. It's gonna be like an odds or evens kind of thing. Whenever there's a tie. So, focus. We need to climb to the top of the gazebo to see if we die. I mean, to see what happens. Okay. You stand on the gazebo's railing, steadying yourself by gripping an ornate post holding up the roof. The rumbling above sounds and feels frightening. What are you getting yourself into, chat? Reluctant to barge into the middle of the situation, you raise yourself just enough for a peek and discover that there is no one on the gazebo roof. The commotion is actually a large satellite dish broken into 3 pieces. The big, jagged fragments are still connected to the base by wires, and the violent winds are spinning them in a circle with great force. Whoa, that sounds crazy and dangerous. Flailing wildly like an angry octopus, the satellite dish almost hits you in the face. In the face, chat! You might be able to grab a piece zooming by. Why would we do that? Alright, chat. We have a climbing challenge. See this icon here? And the icon in my spreadsheet here? Climbing. That means this is a climbing challenge. Looking at our inventory, we don't have anything that would help us with a climbing challenge. So, we're going to do this just with strength of will and skill. We're going to attempt to grab a piece of the satellite dish. I don't know when you rolled that, but we're going to go with, whenever I say roll, that's when you roll, and whoever rolls first, that's the result we take. So roll, chat, to see if we beat this challenge. We're going to need a higher than 3 or higher. Exclamation roll, chat. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, nerd, we failed! Let's see what happens. That was our first failure. Good job, nerd. Good job at failing. Yeah, you did. So, yeah, imagine 3 giant metal pieces swirling around. We try to grab one and we just failed. Let's see what happens. Let me discard this. Your fingertips graze a piece of the satellite dish, but you can't quite grab it. You reach too far, lose your balance, and tumble from the gazebo and down a short hill. Your confusion from the fall slowly subsides, and you hear the sound of a beautiful violin nearby. I thought that meant we were going to die, like we're hearing things. You stumble off in the direction of the music. All right. So we went down a hill. We're going to raise the danger meter by 2. So we're up to here now. We're still in level 3. We're not dead, though. We're not dead yet. All right. And discard that. You move further and further toward the hypnotic sound of the distant violin, which is oddly calming and uplifting even as the winds increase around you. You notice there is a driveway up in the distance, but before you get there, you arrive at a horse stable with an open gate. Inside, sitting on a stool, is the source of the violin music. A chimpanzee, of all things, playing his heart out, a soulful expression on his face. The chimp is fully committed to the music. You've never heard such an emotional performance. It's beautiful. There's a picture. It's so beautiful. Oh. All right, chat, we have a decision. We have a decision to find my mouse. Okay. Do we want to leave the stable, run to driveway, or tiptoe through the gate to experience the full power of the performance? Let's see. Tiptoe through gate to performance. I hope these sentences and I'm truncating make sense. So, do we want to go to this driveway that we saw? Or do we want to go over to check out this chimpanzee's wonderful performance? Of course, you guys would love this, the spectacle of a chimpanzee playing violin. It's awesome. Nixon Cuts, I'm so glad you're here. I was hoping I'd get somebody from GM's world. Alright, so we're gonna tiptoe through the gate to the performance. Let's see where that leads us in the story. You tiptoe through the open gate, eager to hear the finale of the chimp's violin piece. Quietly. With your third step, you trigger a motion sensor light that completely illuminates the interior of the building. Apparently, this is no stable. It's a kennel. 20 Doberman pinchers were peacefully enjoying the concert, but now they glare at you with anger in their eyes. The chimp frowns and slowly points his violin bow toward you. The Dobermans respond and rush to attack you, and then eat you alive! Oh, this death is even worse than the other one. The last thing you see is the chimpanzee violinist laughing at your fate. So embarrassing. Oh, you all chose death this time. Look at your death, chat. Oh, that's awful. Can you imagine being eaten alive by vicious dogs? That was rough. Alright, chat. We didn't even have like a challenge to fight or anything. We're gonna move this back on the psychic scale to the bottom level. and return to story card 17, where we originally saw the chimp playing music. Who would have thought we'd go just, watch this wonderful, beautiful performance, and it leads us to our death? That's crazy. This game's crazy. So, instead of going to the performance, we're going to leave the dangerous stable full of violent, hungry Doberman pinchers and run to the driveway instead. Run to the driveway. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hold on. You appear in a driveway, which leads you to the mansion's entrance. On the door is a plaque that reads Marsden and a large crystal door knocker, which seems newer than everything else on the front of the building. You knock loudly, many times, but there's no answer. The storm is really picking up now. You try the doorknob and are surprised to find the door is unlocked. You've been lucky enough so far, have we? Oh, wait. How many times have we died, chat? Twice? I forgot to move our counter. That's important. We need to keep track of this stuff, of how embarrassing you guys are playing. Okay. We knocked, there's no answer, the door is unlocked anyway. You've been lucky enough so far, but you wonder if you've missed something. Before you enter the house, you look back. You can see a few clear paths. One leads toward a statuary, another to a small cemetery. Two more paths stretch out toward a watery ditch with a gate and the house's luxurious pool. You could go back to explore if you want. So, if you see, our current goal is to get inside the house. We've met that goal. Look, goal achieved. But we have the option to go back and explore some. Maybe pick up some more items. Maybe it would allow us to move back up that psychic scale. Let me pull up a poll while you guys think about that. So we have some options. Go inside house. Statuary. I think a statuary is just like a garden with statues. Cemetery. Ditch. Pool. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do you want to do, chat? Do we want to continue into the house, or do we want to go back and explore the grounds? Possibly run into more dangers? Possibly run into more items that'll help us in the future? Yeah, so we have some options. We could explore, or we can continue on. Make sure to vote for what you'd like to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh, we swayed towards a cemetery. And that's gonna be what we do, chat. We're gonna go to the cemetery. So that means we're gonna raise the danger meter. Ooh, it's gonna be dangerous. Raise it to there. All right. Let's see what's in the cemetery. I forgot to tell you guys that this was going to raise the danger meter, but now I know. Well, we'll see, nerd. Once we get to a challenge, I'll let you guys decide on if you want to use some items. I guess we could have... I mean, we were already at, like, level 3 earlier. So there wasn't really... Lowering it wasn't really going to help us then, but now it could. I need to make some room. Okay. Passing between a pair of stone angels, you enter an old family cemetery. There is a marble mausoleum in the center of the cemetery. A short set of stairs leads into its shadowy interior. Next to where you stand, a freshly dug grave yawns in the pale sunlight. Ugh, words are getting harder. Hold on. Next to where you stand, a freshly dug grave yawns in the pale sunlight. It's unsettling to think of climbing into it, but you see something shiny embedded in the dirt walls. Ooh, mausoleum. Yeah. Spooky. Spooky, chat. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Do we want to enter the mausoleum? Climb into the open grave, because that's always a good idea, isn't it? Isn't that like what you would always want to do, is climb into an open grave? That sounds cool. Make sure to vote, chat. What do you want to do? Enter the mausoleum. Climb into an open grave. Remember, we saw something shiny embedded in the dirt walls of the grave. It could lead us to a nice item we could use in the future. Who knows? We might be climbing into our death. We might run into some Doberman pinchers ready to eat us inside the mausoleum. All right, we have a tie. Someone make an exclamation roll to see odds or evens. What happens since you guys tied? Exclamation roll. Somebody. Anybody? There we go. All right, odd. We're going to enter the mausoleum. Okay, let's see what's in there. Let's see what's in there. The mausoleum interior feels musty and cool. Something is dripping from the ceiling and landing in the corner with a plink, which is odd, given that it hasn't started raining yet. Hasn't it? I don't know. You also notice the mausoleum is bigger on the inside than the outside suggested. It's like a... What's the Doctor Who thing? A TARDIS? It's a TARDIS. It's a mausoleum TARDIS. A stone sarcophagus lies before you in the center of the chamber with the word Marsden carved into it. It appears that others have been in the mausoleum recently. There's a freshly dug pit to the side of the sarcophagus, and an elaborate tunnel has been dug into the ground beside the nearby wall. You can see that the tunnel is lined with cement. All right, chat. We have some options here. These are going to be challenges that are either perception or fighting. So keep in mind of our inventory, we have some things to lower the danger meter, which will help us with our roll. Remember, we have to roll a 4 or higher to beat the challenge. So strength. I think I said fighting. This is a strength icon. So perception or strength. Yeah, just the twice, GM. Look what happens when you leave us. We keep dying. We got eaten by Doberman pinchers. What? All right. Focus. Focus. Let's bring up our poll keep the inventory in mind, but let's first decide what we want to do. Do we want to search? Oh gosh, I have to spell this. Sarcophagus. Oh, search around it. Search around sarcophagus. Remove lid of sarcophagus. Climb into pit. Travel through tunnel. We have a lot of things we can choose. A reminder, if we search around the sarcophagus, it's a perception challenge. If we remove the stone lid of the sarcophagus, it's a strength challenge. We don't have anything that would help us with strength, but we do have the binoculars, which is perception +2. We also have some things to lower the danger meter, which we'll get to after we decide what we want to do first. And we'll see what kind of items we want to use. So, let's eat the mummy? Gross. All right, we want to search around the sarcophagus. So then let's decide. That was the perception challenge. So do we want to... I'm going to give us some items to consider using, which is bottle of water. Let's first decide if we want to lower the danger meter. We have the first aid kit. No item for danger meter. So, basically, do we want to lower the danger meter before we do this challenge? And which item do we want to use to do that? The first aid kit lowers it by 4. That's kind of overpowered. So we might not want to burn the first aid kit at this point for that. The bottle of water lowers the danger meter by 3. Again, I think anything will help. But we don't have to use those things. We can save them for later. We could just go straight in and see what happens. So no item for the danger meter. That's probably a good thing because we do have our binoculars, which will help us a lot. +2 is pretty good. So, but we don't have to use the binoculars. Remember, if we roll a 1 if we use an item for this challenge as a challenge booster, we could lose it. So I'm going to ask, do we want to use the binoculars? No binoculars. Yeah. If we roll a 1, we're going to lose the binoculars. But if we use them, it could help us get over this 4 on the danger meter. We got 2020. Heck yeah. So make sure to vote in chat. So far, we want to use the binoculars. I'm not going to say whether you should or not because I got crapped on earlier when we died and I apparently led you to your death, but that was on you guys. Just saying. Oh, we're split again. All right. Somebody, exclamation roll to see odds or evens. Are we going to use the binoculars? Exclamation roll. Just need one. Anybody. Type. Exclamation point roll. There we go. So, even. So that means We're not going to use the binoculars. Okay. So we're just going to go straight in. We're going to search around the sarcophagus. Exclamation roll, chat. See if we win this challenge. Exclamation roll. I just need one. Anybody? All right, Uti, look at that. Nat 6. That's awesome. We search around the sarcophagus successfully. Draw clue 23. Okay. Oh! Look what we found. Large wooden dowel. Let's see what that's useful for. You find a large wooden dowel. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. We don't know why, but it's got to be important for something. So, ooh, we get to move up the psychic scale because we just have a feeling. We have a psychic feeling about this piece of wood. All right. So, we successfully completed this challenge. We're still in the mausoleum. Do we want to climb into the pit? Travel through the tunnel. So, if you remember, do I remember? There is a freshly dug pit to the side of the sarcophagus, and an elaborate tunnel has been dug into the ground beside the nearby wall. You can see that the tunnel is lined with cement. So both options seem a little sketch, but I mean, either one could lead to our death, but who knows? We might find something interesting. Make sure to vote. Burpy Gurky, get your vote in there. Stop lurking. Whatever happened to Double A? Is he lurking too? And Dodo? I know Dodo is. They're on my list. That sucks for them. Sea of Thieves. Who plays that still? Children. All right. Oh, he got... he made it a tie. That wasn't what I wanted. All right. Exclamation roll, chat. See what we do. Let the fates decide. Exclamation roll. Anybody. There we go. Roll the 6. We're gonna... What was that? Travel through the tunnel. Ooh. Let's see what's in the tunnel. Let's see what's in the tunnel. You creep through the darkness and find the cement walls end as natural stone and earth begin. Occasional vents to the surface let in just barely enough light to see by. Well, that's fortunate. Ahead, you glimpse the warm firelight of torches. You come to a fork in the tunnel, lit by the dancing flames. One tunnel descends deeper and is half filled with water. You could swim through it, but you can't see where the tunnel leads or how far it goes. Another tunnel looks partially caved in. Tiny clumps of earth periodically fall from the ceiling as you approach this tunnel, and several of the supports that hold the walls up have gaping cracks in them. That sounds super safe. Look at this. There's our tunnel with the grates in the ceiling letting in the light. Wonderful. All right. Chat. Do we want to dive into water-filled tunnel or explore partially collapsed. I'm gonna try my best to type correctly. Dive into the water-filled tunnel. Explore the partially collapsed tunnel. Both sound super safe. Every picture so far has led to our death. I don't know. Has it? Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. Okay. Vote away, chat. I think everybody's that here has voted. The Mozzies didn't? What? That sounds like an Australian thing. I don't even... Mozzies. I don't know what that is. Mosquitoes? Are you talking about the mosquitoes? Okay, chat. Didn't they? No, they didn't. They led us to the first aid kit, I think. All right, we're going to explore the super safe, partially collapsed tunnel. Let's see what happens to us. Oh gosh. Without warning, the earthen walls begin to collapse around you, and before you can react, you're up to your waist in dirt. You writhe and twist, trying to escape, but it only causes more soil to cascade down. Soon it's up to your shoulders, then your neck, then your cheeks. You struggle to spit the soil out as it fills your mouth, but within moments you are fully buried. You can only see the dark earth in front of your eyes. Your hand closes around a metal disc. Perhaps a coin? Burpy Gurky, it's a coin! Oh, that's awesome. You'll never know, though, as the soil fills your lungs and the world wavers and goes gray before finally turning black. Look at our death. Look at our third death, chat. This is my first ever stream of this, of anything. And we've already died 3 times. Is that the point of this game? Of these types of choose your own adventure games? To just die over and over in horrible different ways? Picture leads to death. You're right. We're gonna move the psychic scale back by 1. And return to the mausoleum. We're gonna roll back time. We're gonna roll back time. Oh, we're not in the mausoleum. We're back in the tunnel that was safer. And we're going to instead go into the water-filled tunnel. Let's try that. Yeah. All right. Mustering all the courage you can, you dive into the watery tunnel. There's just enough room in the tunnel above the water for you to lift your head between strokes and take a breath. Eventually, the tunnel drops lower and lower until it's completely submerged underwater. You hold your breath, dive down, and look around. After about 30 feet, the tunnel opens up to a bigger body of water, a pond or pool, with sunlight beaming into it. You pop up for air. Well, I've come this far, you think. You're ready to chance it. You take a deep breath and dive back down. You get 10 feet in, 15 feet, 25 feet in. Just as you're about to exit the underwater tunnel, something tugs on your leg. You can't tell if it's an animal or if you're caught in an underwater vine. Oh no, the vines! They're back, they found us! We have a challenge with a picture! At least it's not like automatic death. We have a chance to fight. So, this is a fighting challenge. We have our trusty pocket knife. We have things to lower the danger meter to help us. So let's bring up our poll to see. Oh, I still had the poll from last time. I'm going to keep forgetting that. It's okay. So, something tugged at her leg. Do we want to use... Let's see first if we want to lower the danger meter. Do we want to drink a bottle of water under the water? I have to make sure I'm doing these items right. Oh, we'll keep. It doesn't make sense for you to use a bottle of water and a first aid kit during a fight, so I don't think we're doing that right. I'll have to research that. Let me look at that real quick. I mean, it just says discard at any time. Yeah, it does. It says discard at any time, so we can do it during a fight. Sure. Bottle of water or first aid kit. Or no item to lower danger meter. I hope I'm doing this right. Maybe GM can tell me later if I'm interpreting this incorrectly. But like logically, you shouldn't be able to use a first aid kit in a pool while you're being tugged down from vines tugging at you. I don't know. Remember, if we use these, they get discarded. We were mauled by dogs watching a chimp play a violin. Pretty wild, isn't it? So we're split. Anybody else want to vote? Nope. Alright. Exclamation. Oh, I shouldn't have lowered that. Oh well. Exclamation. Do we want to drink the bottle of water? Or no? Exclamation roll. My brain's like addled. Like, we might have to end this soon because my brain's all over the place. Exclamation roll to see if we drink the bottle of water or not. We're not going to. Okay. That's what Uti decided. So now, let's see. Do we want to use pocket knife? No pocket knife. Because this is a fighting challenge. Our pocket knife would give us a fight +1. If we roll a 1, a nat 1, then we lose the pocket knife. But if we win, we keep the pocket knife. I mean, if we lose, we keep the pocket knife. It's only when we roll a 1, we have to, like, it's gone. Like, forget about it. But it would be helpful, I think, with the challenge, with a danger meter of 4, we have to roll 4 or higher. With the pocket knife, it would give us a +1 on the roll. Looks like everybody wants to use a knife. I think that's pretty wise. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, because I got blamed for your death earlier. Let's use the pocket knife. Alright, chat. Exclamation roll for the challenge to fight to escape the vines. And we're going to add a 1 to your roll. Exclamation roll. Oh my gosh. This might be over soon. 3 + 1 is 4. We win! Good job, Uti. Good job, chat, for choosing to use a pocket knife. So we cut up the vines. I assume. I mean, that was just my own flavor text. Till I draw this card to see what happens when we win. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before we do that, I forgot to add our wooden stick to our inventory. Get it together. Large wooden dowel gives us strength. At least we haven't run into a situation where we needed this yet. +2. Move these up. Because I'm particular like that. Alright. Okay. I had to shrink our inventory a little bit. We have a lot of stuff we're carrying around. I hope we have a backpack. Alright. The thing, whatever it is, wraps more tightly around your leg, is pulling you down. Another tendril, or tentacle, slides around your neck. You pry it off, and with the last of your strength, you give it a powerful kick, and you're free. Just like that, the thing is gone. You emerge into a swimming pool and a lush pool house next to it. Good job, chat! We are now going to lower the danger meter by 2. And we are in the pool house. We didn't die this time. We're going to end it there because my brain is going everywhere and my voice is going to start going. So, let me do some... I didn't think about this part, the ending part. So, my first stream. I think it went well, besides the part where OBS completely crashed in the middle of it, but we came back stronger than ever. Failed streamer, come on. Thank you all for coming and participating and hanging out and lurking. I thought it was a lot of fun. I hope you had a fun. I think we'll make this a weekly thing. Same time, same place. If I change the schedule, I'll let you know in all the Discords that I'm in. But yeah, I like the game. It's gone in some crazy directions. I didn't expect us to die 3 times. We're going to carry on from here next stream. Yep. So, we're in the pool house. I'll write up a little summary. Hey, Jesse, you're just in time for me to end the stream. But maybe you can catch it next time. Maybe there'll be a VOD. I don't know how that works yet. Nerd will help me. Maybe. You can catch up on everything that happened, all the deaths that happened, all the craziness. I'm glad you all had fun. Glad you stopped by. And I'll see you next time. Bye.